What's going on, everyone? It's Brandon with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler. Today we're gonna do another Lil Yachty jewelry review, or Lil Boat, however you prefer. Now we're gonna kill two birds with one stone because he came out with he got a new Jesus piece, and then he also got a face piece that's flooded with black diamonds. So I wanna go over both of those pieces. Let's get started. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at JACOJE Fine Jewelry. Visit my website www.jacoje.com and smash that like button. Smash, 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 smash. So there I was at Disneyland, bored and hot, waiting in line as you do at Disneyland. I decided to check my Instagram stories and I came across Lil Yachty's Instagram story of a new Jesus piece he got. I almost passed out, not due to heat and dehydration because it's hot in Southern California at Disneyland, but because I was shocked about this Jesus piece. Now my first initial reaction was I wasn't too sure about the piece overall. I didn't really like it, let's be honest. Now my general rule when it comes to jewelry reviews or anything in life is you gotta give it time before you completely judge something. So I didn't wanna hop on like that night and be like, oh, I hate this piece, what is he thinking? I like to just look at it for a few days or a week, however long it takes me to kind of get some reasoning behind the piece. And the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. Now, I don't care that he made a Jesus and that's offensive to Jesus. I don't think that was his whole, angle with this piece. I think he just wanted a Jesus piece, but wanted to make it, more of a custom thing that suits him. And I like it. I mean, the red and the gold grill with the red rubies is a great touch. Now, if you go on the website, you notice I have a ruby pamp with the 24 karat pamp. The yellow and the red just really does something. I don't know what it is about it. So that is the touch I love about that Jesus piece the most, because it just, those two colors really stand out. And when you do custom pieces, that's what you get to do. You get to make it your way, and that's the beautiful thing with doing custom. Now, the other piece that I saw, so I was like, okay, I thought that was a miss at first, but when I looked at it, it was okay. Then I was like, Lil Yachty, okay, good job. And then I saw he did a face piece of himself with a picture where he's like this. And that, in my opinion, I looked, I waited, I wanted to get on and just do the most negative review. But I waited a little bit to see if I warmed up to it, and unfortunately, I never warmed up to that piece. I think that piece is hideous. It looks like he has like a horn up there. I don't know what he was thinking with that piece. Now, not to fully bash the piece, there's a lot of details they got right. They got the bracelet, the watch, the ring. That's pretty much it. But when you flood a piece out, and I know I say this every video, but it's kind of the common rule when doing a piece like that. You have to be careful with the stones, the diamond placements, because it loses the detail. Now, I'll give you an example with the boozy piece, that when they first showed the boozy piece, when it was in the wax and it was in gold, it actually looked like boozy. It was a great piece, but then they flooded it with diamonds and it just lost all the character and no one knew what they were looking at. Except boozy fans, they said, oh, that's the nicest piece. Of course, they're their fans. Lil Yachty fans will come on here and say, no, that piece looks just like him, but to me, it looks nothing like him. I don't know what I'm looking at when I look at that piece. Now, if I was the jeweler, and jewelers do this a lot, they kind of get lost in it and they want to just top. Right now, it's an arms war with custom jewelry. Who's putting the most carat weight? Who's doing the biggest pieces? So it really is an ego thing, in my opinion, to just, completely flood out a piece and be like, look, Lil Yachty spent $100,000 with me. Here's the piece. But in reality, what they should have done is showed Lil Yachty the boozy piece, the before and after, and said, look, we could do all gold like this one and just, we could black rhodium it, or we could just leave it yellow gold. The yellow gold with the rainbow grill will really pop, it'll look good. But they decided to do the black diamonds, which I'm not a huge fan. I just think overall the piece, you just really don't know what you're looking at when you look at that piece. So all in all, when you compare the two pieces, the Jesus piece and the face piece, Jesus piece probably cost $15,000 max. The face piece probably double that, to be honest. When you start setting all those diamonds, even though black diamonds are less expensive than white, it's still a lot of quantity. You need to make the piece thicker in gold weight to set those diamonds properly. So there's a lot that comes with it, adding diamonds or gemstones to a piece, and that's why the price just rockets way up. I think he got a better deal with the Jesus piece. I like the Jesus piece more, even though, you know, it's only a 2-inch piece. There's only so much it gives you. When you're a guy like Lil Yachty or Migos, Gucci Mane, you have so much jewelry, you need to switch it up and add really creative, unique things to stay fresh. You can't just buy a, you know, diamond cross like any of us would want and wear it, because it's just, it gets lost. Lil Yachty has so many diamond pieces that you really don't appreciate all that he has, because he has so much. And that's kind of the same with most rappers. You know, we kind of lose sight of the diamond tennis chains that cost $20,000, $30,000 each, and they got like 10 of them on. So that's why I think he went with a face piece, just to step his game up. But again, I didn't really like the design, the overall detail. I think if you're gonna do something like a face piece, you gotta go details first and then value and brag rights. Because if you have a face piece that looks exactly like you, even though it's just in gold with some diamond or gemstone accents to it, you're gonna get more props in the long run because it looks so good. So that's my opinion on both those pieces. Lil Yachty is always doing his thing with jewelry, so this definitely won't be the last review. That's it for today's video, and we will see you on our next jewelry video.